Welcome back to our new internet. Okay, so tonight we react to this vid by Lydia Loves Timelines, and it's called Family Guy's Most Messed Up Episode. Okay, let's see this episode that got people scarred for life. Makes me laugh how people get all up in their feelings over an animated show. An animated show aimed at adults. Made that make sense. But yeah. Let's see what Lydia Loves Timelines has to say most messed up episode of Family Guy. So, you can see which episode it's gonna be. You know, thumbnail. Might as well say it. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into this reaction. I'm sorry, but the episode and thumbnail in question, I know which episode it is. That episode was funny.
Season 13, Stewie's Ensemble has gone down as one of the most reviled episodes in Family Guy history.
We're pregnant! Oh my god!
People really seem to hate this episode with a real passion. It has over 301 one-star reviews on IMDb, and amongst them, people have ultimately summed it up as disturbing, disgusting, and one simply ended their IMDb review by saying, "If this is comedy, then I never want to laugh again." Yikes.
Damn.
There's also countless Reddit posts from people expressing just how much this episode really creeps them out. On this discussion thread from when the episode first aired, someone went as far as asking, has there ever been a more disturbing premise on this show before? And this person wrote, even by Family Guy standards, this was effed up. Like really, really effed up. Do the writers even care at this point? But come on, is it really that bad? Can it be as disturbing as everyone says it is? Let's rewatch this episode and find out. The episode starts with Stewie feeling neglected by Brian, who seems too busy to hang out with him.
I can't, I got plans. I'll see you later. Sure, maybe another time.
So after seeing how much Susie has brought Joe and Bonnie closer together, Stewie gets the crazy idea of becoming pregnant so he and Brian could get closer themselves.
Babies save relationships.
Bruh.
So he builds a pregnancy machine, inserts Brian's hair and saliva into it, and therefore impregnates himself with the dog's DNA. He shares the story of the Immaculate Conception with Daddy Brian, who naturally doesn't take the news too well.
Abortion! Abortion! You need to get a big fat abortion right this second.
But even so, as expectant parents, Stewie indulges in all things cringy that new parents tend to do, like a good old cheesy photo shoot.
Dad, can I get one of your head on the belly? Oh, Dad. I just got emotional.
Later on, Stewie eventually gives birth in Brian's car, and the babies come out of every single orifice.
I think it's coming out of my mouth!
That seems disgusting. But I remember this mainly because my friend watched this episode and sent me a snap of their reaction to it. And sent me the video as they're watching this.
Coming. Can you see the head? I don't know where to look, but maybe you should look at the part of me where there's a baby coming out. How did Murphy Brown make this look so easy?
Their reaction fucking took me out. But yeah, this scene was disgusting, so his reaction was very much valid and understandable. But this just remind me of his snap. Right now, my head on think is, oh no, 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 no. Oh no, 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 no. But that shit's disgusting.
All in all, he produces 7 deformed human-dog hybrids. And unfortunately, some of them are
disgusting.
blind, deaf, and dumb.
I think that one is blind. We'll have to get him little sunglasses.
And although Brian was initially upset, he suddenly warmed to the idea of being a father again.
This is your opportunity to do things
That one they're holding is so...
Oh, maybe you're right.
But despite their best efforts, the two realize that being parents isn't as easy as it looks, especially after some of them died.
Yeah, the deaf one didn't hear Joe's lawnmower. Oh, that's really upsetting.
Stewie then confesses to Brian that he only got pregnant to spend more time with him, with Brian then saying that he had always wanted to hang out, but was just giving the kids some space.
We didn't have to do any of this. I guess not.
So, realizing that the entire effort had been completely pointless, they end up dumping the poor remaining kids at the pet shop. So, did Family Guy really go too far with this one? Well, the truth is that Family Guy has
They
always
always
tried to
have.
outshock itself by introducing more and more controversial situations. That's what Family Guy has always done.
Exactly.
And that's why people generally seem to love it. People also seem to like it because it took more risks than the likes of The Simpsons, which some thought played it too safe. In many ways, it was Family Guy's way of proving that it had a place on TV, with a more adult and a more twisted demographic with darker humour and characters. But some people feel that this specific episode completely crossed that line. Now, speaking for myself, and I'm not sure if this is a controversial take or not, but I don't think that this is a bad episode.
Same.
I'm not saying that Stewie getting pregnant isn't weird, because it definitely is, but that's all kind of the joke, isn't it? I always thought that the humour of this episode was just how ridiculous the situation was. And was it gross? Yes.
Yeah, it was gross, but it was funny. At least I know I'm the only one that actually found that episode not that bad. I found it pretty funny, I'm not gonna lie. The bit where Brian just punched you and stuff like, is it dead? I'm sorry, that bit was funny. I really am tapped, aren't I? Yeah, continue.
Yes. But again, that's the point. This isn't treated like a normal thing. It's supposed to be completely insane.
Yeah, this is ridiculous.
Even still, it links back to the idea that Stewie is still a baby with seemingly wholesome motivations, like wanting to see more of his friends, but then you get the weird, warped way he tries to go about it to solve it.
I'm losing him. If we're going to fix this relationship, we need a baby, and we need it now.
It's just what Family Guy is. And humour-wise in this episode, I did really enjoy seeing Stewie indulge in the stereotypical things that a new mother might do. Like this over-the-top photo shoot.
Very classic. This feels incredibly
This baby's so sus.
And what's really funny is that inside my copy of Inside Family Guy and Illustrated History, it actually talks about this scene right here. The book reads, after researching awkward pregnancy photos, they try to recreate those disturbing moments with Brian and Stewie. Anne-Marie Brown, a storyboard artist, said we wanted to make them as corny as we could. And it has to be said that this scene did get a big laugh out of me, especially seeing Brian's pained expressions. It just made it a whole lot funnier. And to be honest, I laughed quite a lot throughout this episode. Like when the doctor didn't clock that he was dealing with a pregnant male toddler.
Sneezed real hard, and all that came out. Ah, that explains it.
And that Stewie wanted to keep the placenta and eat it.
Brian, save the placenta. Have a placenta. Comes out, save it. I want to eat it.
Now, on the other hand, I do totally get why people would be turned off by this episode. I'm definitely not saying it's genius. And it's definitely not my favourite episode of Family Guy. Nowhere near, in fact. I simply find it a middle-of-the-road episode with some funny moments. Maybe it comes down to the fact that I'm desensitized to Family Guy's humour by this point, especially when it comes to Stewie. I mean, he's voluntarily eaten horse semen.
Everyone, some of the milk in the fridge is not milk, it's horse sperm.
And has had multiple sexual relationships with grown men.
I know Lee from Starbucks. Hey, is that Desiree?
So, Stewie getting pregnant by science, isn't that crazy in the world of Family Guy? Also, the side plot of Peter and the guys trying to make a viral video also had its moments too. Like Joe's spot-on impersonations.
Good morning, Vietnam. Wait until they get a load of me, said the Joker.
And Peter recording a day in his life and seeing a little grunge ghost boy was absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, so we're thinking about selling the house.
The Brian and Stewie episodes are usually the best. At least, they used to be. Starting from season 2, the Road to episodes were usually the highlight of their seasons. Not only were they fun, but they also deepened Stewie's and Brian's bond and friendship. In fact, the 2 highest rated episodes on IMDb are both Brian and Stewie episodes, Road to the Multiverse and Back to the Pilot. But I do think that their more recent episodes haven't quite reached the same heights of greatness as those classics. But maybe that's a whole video in itself. So while I personally don't mind this episode, it still pales massively in comparison to their past great episodes. And if we're going to talk about disgusting episodes, then I personally consider Herbie the Love Sword to be far more disgusting.
Oh, yeah.
You knew you
That
were
one was
Herbie, and you
rank.
still agreed to swap blood with me.
Which I also have to rank as one of the absolute worst Brian and Stewie episodes in the history of man. So if you want to watch me cover that gross episode in more detail, then please let me know in the comments below. Please don't comment, please don't comment, please don't comment.
They're all gonna comment now. But, Yeah, I think the one where he gave Stewie that was worse. I get why people are disgusted by the one where Stewie impregnated himself, but honestly, the herpes one was way worse. Oh, Stewie, that's what you get for wanting to be blood brothers with this whore of a dog. I don't know who the biggest whore is, Brian or Quagmire at this point. Fucking hell. This episode, at least I'm the only one that actually found this episode somewhat funny. But with that birthing bit was just and then seeing the little baby hybrids was just But I had to laugh when they died. When the blind one just fell in the lake and died. Sorry, that one was funny to me. Oh, man. My mind really is fucked. I just found this episode ridiculous more than anything. Man, that's the point of the show, innit? It's an animated cartoon aimed at adults. Of course it's gonna be darker. But nah, my favourite episode of Family Guy has got to be the one where Peter Lois got high. That one was funny. But yeah, this episode, it might have messed up, but it was funny as hell. But nah, I still think the one where Peter Lois got high was more funnier. But anyways, I'm jumping right to comments, seeing what people are saying right now. Someone commented, I actually felt bad for Brian in this episode. Now the photos of Brian just look so sad and so mortified. He's like, that shit was funny. This will forever kill me. Someone commented, I think the ickiest part of this episode for me was the maternity shoot. The show trying to normalize what an atrocity taking place. Someone commented, at least we didn't try to get pregnant the Meg way. True. Yeah, very much true. It could have gone even darker. All he did was just get Brian's DNA. At least he didn't try and do the old-fashioned way, else that would have been way worse. No, that would have been too far. But yeah, someone commented, at least Stewie didn't try to get pregnant the Meg way by roofing Brian. Also, I love how Cleveland was like, I was walking past your house the other day. Is your baby pregnant? And Peter's just like, I don't know. Lois in charge of the kids. Yeah, exactly. He was on the notice there. Was like, and Peter's like, I don't know. Bro, the episode was fucked up and weird, but I found it funny for the most part. It's my favorite episode, but it's not the most messed up. The most messed up was definitely the herpes one. That one's more messed up. Someone commented, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know the episode was so hated. I thought it was funny as fuck. Brian gave him herpes, Stewie gave him kids. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Stewie got even at this point. Wait, did the herpes one come before this or did it come after? I don't know. But I mean, if the herpes one came before this, then yeah, Stewie pretty much got even. You gave an STI, he gave you dog-human hybrids. Messed up, but it's funny. But yeah, I know I did the episode's most hated one. I thought The Life of Brian was the most hated one. Not this one. But yeah, the more you know, I guess. But someone commented, I actually loved Family Guy's messed up episodes. Oh, I love how they just push boundaries. Yeah, same. Now, the earlier Family Guy was good. The earlier seasons of Family Guy was good. The later seasons, nah. Is the show even still going? I don't know. But yeah, this episode I found funny though for the most part. But yeah, I get where people coming from. But yeah, interesting fit though. I had no idea that they were trying to make it so corny. But yeah, I'ma head out though. Now I love taking a trip down memory lane with this bit, but yeah, I'ma head out. This shit was funny though. Okay, so that's it for this video. Like, subscribe if you want. I post if and ever. I feel like I'll see you next one. Bye.